Before we actually get into the guts of the stance, the steps, the ball drop, the leg swing, explosion, follow through, and so on, just want to remind you of how difficult a task you're undertaking. Punting is one of the most difficult things to do in football consistently. In fact, probably one of the most difficult things to do in sport in general. You're trying to take an oblong ball, set it on a strange shaped object as your foot is, spiral it, and then hit it on a dime somewhere in the field where your coach tells you to punt it. And what happens is, at some point in your approach, you have to let the ball out of your hand. The ball's in the air free, and it's either going to fall on you, it's going to turn on you, depending on the conditions. So the real key to punting is where you place the ball. You can take guys that don't have very strong legs and they can be good punters as long as they learn to drop the ball and put it in the right place. And what I mean by that is you need to have the ball directly over your foot. You also have to have it the proper height when you hit it, and you also have to have it in the proper, what we call, alignment. If it's here, it's inside of your foot. If it's here, it's outside of your foot. It's going to cause you to shank punts and hook punts. So there's an imaginary three-dimensional crosshair that is in the air and it's floating. At some point you let the ball go, and that ball is on the crosshair and it's moving somewhere, and if it comes down in the wrong place and your foot can't hit it in the right position, you can't utilize any strength that you have to hit the ball properly. So all we talk about with punting is mainly in your drop. There's a lot of guys out there with strong enough legs to kick, but if they don't put the ball in the right place, they've got no chance. So the majority of our time is going to be spent on learning how to hold the ball, how to release the ball, so it gives you the best chance to put the ball in the right spot to hit a good, clean punt. And during this, we're going to be talking about a normal punt, which is a punt 40 yards down the field with good hang time. Later on, we'll talk about directional kicking, pooch punting, and specialty punts. But you need to learn to master the drop if you're ever going to be a good punter. I always say that punting is in your hand and it's not in your leg. And as we go through this, you're going to understand why. Everything we teach, from the stance, from the steps, to the follow through and drop, is all predicated on trying to cut out as many inconsistencies as you can so that the ball gets to the right spot at the right time.